exhilarating.
Memory serves, the last time I tackled Sonic, I said I was going to do a different game next, but I was really in the mood for this. Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Sonic Adventure. Sort of DX, sort of not. Eagle-eyed Sonic fans will realize I'm using some mods for this playthrough. I'll talk more about the specifics of that in a few moments though. For right now, we have 6 characters that you can see, where we can only play as Sonic for now. If you actually select the instruction angle, they'll actually tell you the rough controls for every individual character as well as what the goals within their campaign are. But for now, let's get into it.
Let's get him! Oh yeah! This is happening! What's up?
Completely surrounded! Surrender yourself! Lock on target, men! Ready? Fire! Oh no! Our weapons are useless! Retreat! All personnel, fall back!
Oh yeah! This could be fun!
Let it be known, Sonic runs towards gunfire. One hell of a way to start. We actually start with a boss fight in this game. Chaos Zero here largely just moves around and tries to punch you with his arms. With that said, you need to take advantage of the first appearance of Sonic's homing attack to actually damage him. The way that works, you get close, you jump, and then you press the jump button again. You'll home in on your nearest available target. In this case, it's Chaos's glowing brain. On the last hit, Chaos does randomly jump back and forth between the light poles. Sometimes that can take a while, sometimes it doesn't. It's completely random. Largely just run around and dodge the attacks and go ham whenever he's available, and he'll go down pretty quickly. It's a very easy first fight because, well, it's the technical tutorial, I guess, outside of the instruction mode.
Come on, you big drip. Where you going?
You know nothing, fool! It's Chaos, the god of destruction!
Huh? What? Tails? Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah! Tails! Now, what am I gonna do with you?
Alright, let's go save our buddy, but first, people to talk to. Just my luck. A monster appears, then a plane falls. I came here to relax. This is unbelievable. A plane crashed over there at the beach. I hope the pilot's okay. Mr. Sonic, please, go see if you can save him. I guess we're a celebrity. What? What happened? I was filming and missed it. Ah, I know that feeling all too well, although I can't swim, so maybe I don't. I'm Mr. Know-It-All. Here's a clue. Grab the spinning rings. It's important. As long as you've got the rings, you'll be okay, even if you hit any hazards. Now you know. Oh, and don't worry if the view suddenly changes. It does that sometimes. Just keep moving in the direction you want. It may take a little time to get used to it. So keep trying. Is that them explaining the sometimes janky camera? Yes, yes it is. In fact, very often janky camera is actually the way I should probably put that. Welcome to Emerald Coast, our first actual level. So Sonic in this game, I actually adore how he controls. The homing attack has a good range to it whenever you're trying to attack an enemy or hit a spring for platforming alike, but it can also just help you get that extra bit of air distance you might need trying to make certain jumps. Otherwise, though, you press the action button, which in this case for me is square, but it can be B or, I guess, X depending on your console. That's how you do a character-specific action. In Sonic's case, it's the spin dash, which you can spam the ever-loving hell out of here in Sonic Adventure 1 to just gain absurd amounts of speed. On top of that, just due to the quirks of this game's physics, if you're spin dashing off an incline and jump, you can get just absurd levels of air and distance, allowing you to skip a lot of level design in Sonic's campaign. Speaking of which, Sonic's campaign is all about reaching the goal. Just straight up, go through the level as fast as you can, enjoy your time while you're there, watch out for platforming hazards, and especially very weirdly hostile killer whales. I'm sure that won't become a trend for Sonic moving forward whatsoever, you know? As for Emerald Coast itself, though, it's a pretty straightforward first level. There's not really many hazards to watch out for. What is even a unique hazard to this level, which is that gate type that crashes down, is very easily avoided. It's going to be as you over or undershoot a jump trying to either skip a platform or just get across the level design. As Sonic in this game, I think controls really well, but depending on what games you're used to, either in the 3D sphere to begin with or from Sonic in specific to begin with, you're going to be in for something here, as Sonic in this game is very floaty. You get a lot of airtime from even just a simple jump, and if you get a lot of speed, you can get even more out of that. So, in the case you're used to very much sticking on the ground, this could be a bit of a weird jump to get used to. Keep your eyes out while you're playing these levels, by the way, because there are hidden items all over the place and that could help you out.
Jump on panel number 1. It will take you to panels 2 and 3. Jump as soon as you land on a panel or else you'll fall.
So what you're saying, weird random glowing fairy of tutorials, it's an early QTE? I don't think I've ever actually failed that platform there, so I actually don't think I've ever seen what the main part of the level design is like that. I've always done the number panel jumps. And here we got one final straightaway just to get some scenic dolphins. And that's Emerald Coast. At the end of every given stage, you get your rings, time, and score tally for a total score. Total score only really matters in certain missions, in post-story type stuff. Your rings will also get banked for a certain other gameplay mechanic down the line, and you'll clear level C in the main story no matter what for any given level, which will give you an emblem. Emblems are your completion markers for specific objectives. There's about 130 of them to get in total between the two versions of the game.
Hey, Sonic! Long time no see, huh?
I'm just glad you're okay. What happened anyway? You're too good of a pilot to just crash like that.
That was a test run using a new prototype propulsion system. It's got a few bugs to iron out.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
Whoa! A Chaos Emerald!
Yep, I just happened to find one of the Southern Emeralds during one of my test flights. This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to power my plane? Supercharge! You gotta come over to my workshop, Sonic. I've got something I've gotta show you. It's in the Mystic Ruins. The fastest way is by train. Let's go!
And we can now play as Tails. Whenever you properly meet a character that's from the main menu in the storyline, you can actually select them to play after that fact. Yeah, just go through the hotel lobby and right there's the door to the station. Sorry about I overheard the conversation. Didn't mean to, though. Something that's very unique to Sonic Adventure, though, that only it did until Sonic Unleashed, and nothing else has really done the same way since, is that we actually have hub worlds between the levels, where there's NPCs you can talk to, you can see minor stories play out throughout the campaign as you go. It adds a lot of charm to this particular world. Is it necessary? No, I know a lot of people would prefer just to go stage to stage like what Sonic Adventure 2 does, but I think for what this game's trying to be, I think this is a very interesting thing, plus what really helps is that the hub worlds themselves are extraordinarily small. You like the view from the station? I love the sea. The sea is always there for me. Plus, given you're playing Sonic characters, you do move through them extraordinarily quickly. Farewell, old relationship. Hello, new relationship. That's what I always say. La la la, we're in love. There's a special for couples at Twinkle Park. If you bring a date, you can get in free. We've got a special for couples right now. Cute couples get in free. Well, who chooses whether the couple is cute or not? Is it an employee? Is it the people themselves? I feel like there's all sorts of biases going on there. I own this building. Well, I'm not sure about this, but I heard somebody saw a monster. The roads into the city offices are closed right now. Indeed, in fact, over this way towards where the Chaos Zero fight is, there's just a blockade you can't get past. Have you heard? Somewhere out there's a man called Dr. Robotnik. First he captures helpless animals and then he throws them into machines. Oh, the poor animals. Remember when that was all he did? Simple times, simple times.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Thank you, voice of Janine King from Blue Stinger. I'm Mr. Know-It-All. Here's a tip. When you jump, it makes a big difference how long you hold down the button. Hold it down longer and you can jump longer and higher. Did you know that? I mean, that's a pretty common thing in platformers, so yes. Finally, Station Square. I'm going to the beach, the casino, and Twinkle Park. Well, we've been to one of those three things already. This is the center of Station Square. If you want to go to Mystic Ruins, take the train. If you're going to do research, the trip's free. Of course, only a real adventurer takes a trip to such a remote place. Is it really that remote, though? I feel like you get there pretty quickly. Low pay, hard work, what am I doing? Oh, a customer, I'm sorry, Station Square Central. This train's heading to Mystic Ruins. Low pay, huh? Been there. I will say, though, talking to NPCs in this game can be a little bit iffy. You have to be pretty much right in front of them and press the B button. Look around, the train's packed with exhausted people. Well, look at me, I'm full of energy. If you're even slightly off to the side, Sonic will enter his spin dash and you will just zoom all over the place and probably miss the NPC. For now, though, I'm trying to get on this railing over here because there are some emblems in the game that are actively hidden in level design, even in the hub worlds. In fact, ones in the level design are actually only in hub worlds. There's no emblems hidden in level design in the levels that I can actually think of outright myself. Most of them are just from missions, and that's about it. For now, though, welcome to the Mystic Ruins. This is the larger of the two in-game areas, but you still get through it pretty quickly. We're the exploration party searching the ruins. I'm still new here, so they don't let me go very far. I mean, hey, everyone's gonna have the new guy somewhere around them at some point. Kind of hard to avoid that. When I woke up, the mountain was there already. I don't think it sprung out of the ground, so it must have fallen from the sky? I know that sounds crazy. Given the other games in the series, you'd be surprised. That house on top of the hill. A fox named Tails lives there. Tails calls it his workshop. Maybe that's where Tails is now. I mean, he's sort of with us, but yeah, maybe. And there's our destination up there, but there's one more guy I want to talk to over here. I found a Chow Garden in the Mystic Ruins. It's on the other side of this cave. But don't tell anyone else, okay? We'll talk about what Chow Gardens are down the line, but that just is the softest introduction we get to them.
If it isn't Sonic!
Look, it's a giant talking egg.
Silence! I am Dr. Robotnik, the greatest scientific genius in the world!
Whatever you say, Eggman.
Enough! I've got big plans, and now I'm gonna put them to work!
You're always up to no good. Now what do you want?
I want all of the Chaos Emeralds! Better not interfere! Or else!
So usual Thursday shenanigans.
Or else what, you big loser?
Or else I'll take them from you by force! The hard way!
Boss number 2 already, this is the Egg Hornet. 2 major attacks will fly away and then shoot missiles at you. Then after that, he'll do a volley where he charges at you with drills to dig into the ground. Hitting him during that is your only chance to really do damage. But if you're really good about spamming the homing attack button during this as Sonic, he never gets a chance to leave this phase, so you can finish him in less than 30 seconds. It's really funny. In fact, I think in the original Dreamcast release, there's a glitch you could do where you can jump into him as he's doing his death animation, and Sonic will actually die during the stage clear screen, but it'll still count for a clear. By the way, I love that boss theme. Sonic Adventure 1's soundtrack is really goddamn good, especially if you really like guitars like I do. It's kick-ass sounding.
Well, that wasn't so hard.
Aha!
Oh no!
Come on, Chaos! Time to eat!
Chaos? Oh no, isn't that the same monster I saw the other day?
Oh, yes! It's just as the stone tablets predicted! His strength increases every time I feed him a Chaos Emerald! With all 7 emeralds in him, he'll be invincible! And work for me! Together, we'll destroy Station Square! And on its ruins, I'll build Robotnik Land, the ultimate city, where I will rule it all! Come on, Chaos! Let's find another emerald, shall we?
Sonic! We can't let him get away with this, can we?
No way, Tails!
Without more emeralds, the monster can't transform. So, it's up to us to get the emeralds before Eggman does, huh?
Worth noting, Sonic Adventure is the game that actively started transitioning the Western fan base from calling him Dr. Robotnik into being Dr. Eggman as his name had always been in the West. But they do a really neat thing that I appreciate where they just keep both names. Effectively, Dr. Robotnik is his family name, whereas Eggman's either his title or a nickname he either took, embraced, or is called by everyone else that he just kind of accepts after a while. Emblem right here, by the way, that was one of the last ones I found on my first playthrough. So, as for what we're supposed to do right now, you may have noticed next to Tails' workshop there's this little green gemstone. I forget to do it here, but if you talk to the NPCs around, they'll mention that there's a similar green pedestal in a cave towards the, I guess to my left right now, effectively. Off to the right side of the valley from the train station. So, it's color matching. Just take this green gemstone over to that green platform and you'll gain access to the next level. But with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 2, we're going to be tackling Sonic's second stage, Windy Valley, and then moving on from there. See you guys then.